Alrighty, what do we got today? All seaside and 80% orange. Wow. Okay, so there's not really any villages. Tactician says plus action, but you have to play it terminally the previous turn. So if you're playing a tactician every turn, it's kind of non-terminal. Like the previous turn's tactician supports the next one's turn. I'm not seeing anything here that synergizes particularly well with tactician, I don't think. The big thing you need with tactician is, I don't know, maybe? You need action-based payloads like Sailor, Treasury, Lighthouse. If you play with treasures, the problem is tactician discards all your treasures. Conceivably, that could be a deck. It's like one outpost, two tacticians, Lighthouse, Treasury, Sailors. That'd be alright. The other option is just playing with like a pair of Wharves. Play one every turn. You get 3 buys to work with per turn. And a decent amount of draw alongside Caravan. That's probably simpler. I suspect so. Sailor has some decent interactions here. You get to play additional Sailors, Lighthouses, get an outpost down the turn you play it. It's pretty nice. Tactician actually even could come up situationally. Like, I don't think you build a deck around Tactician most likely, but like you could always say on any given turn, buy a Tactician, use Sailor's effect to immediately play it, and then you get the +5 cards immediately the following turn, and then maybe you don't play that Tactician again, but a one-shot +5 cards is pretty nice. So that Sailor's effect, I think, is pretty strong in a lot of ways. How to open? Yeah, I think that the main goal here is pair of Wharves, probably outpost at some point. Maybe it's one Wharf, one outpost. Not sure exactly. 4, I think, is Sailor. Probably gonna want a number of those. And on 3, Silver, Warehouse, Lighthouse. There's no attacks or anything that make Lighthouse particularly good. It's better than Silver if you're playing with Tactician. It's probably worse otherwise, I think. It's one money now, 1 money next turn, which is a little bit worse than 2 money this turn. Like Lighthouse on turn 4 doesn't hit 5 as well as Silver does. Warehouse gets you back to the Sailor more often. I'm gonna go with the Silver. Four again, just another Sailor probably. And another Sailor. Caravan is a good card. But I think it's just hard to say no to Sailor here. It's money, it's trashing, it's gonna be plus action. First 5, probably a Wharf. Unfortunately, I can't play it because both these Sailors were from the previous turn. Let's get a Haven in play. Set aside an estate to trash. Okay. So this could be. I'm gonna just keep a copper in hand just to demonstrate. I don't think the answer is gonna be Tactician, but this could be a buy Tactician here and get the doubly big turn next turn. Could be Outpost and just to take a next turn immediately. Could be Wharf as well. It's a card I want. I think I'm leaning towards Outpost being the best. It's early in the game. I think a Tactician now doesn't get played again all that often. There we go. Okay, I've got a Sailor in play. Could be Lighthouse plus Sailor. Unknowingly not in the order you want to do it. Like if you buy Sailor, you can replay Sailor, then use that Sailor to replay Lighthouse, but I wouldn't have enough money to buy them in Sailor Lighthouse order. Lighthouse Sailor, you play the Lighthouse and you can afford the Sailor. Could just be like a Treasury or a Wharf or something. Be like a Lighthouse and Caravan. A lighthouse and a caravan is kind of like a treasury when you think about it. I don't think I want treasury, actually. It top decks itself for return, which sounds nice, but that also gets in the way of sailor trashing. We still have a little bit to do. So let's maybe just do lighthouse and caravan. Caravan kind of has the opposite effect. Drawing extra cards at the start of turn gives you more targets for the sailor rather than fewer. I'm not particularly confident in that set of buys. A lot of stuff looked okay-ish. Nothing was jumping out to me. Okay, 3, 5, 9 money. So if I set aside a copper, I have 8. Set aside a silver, I have 7. Those numbers make any difference. I have no sailor in play. 8 versus 7. Probably like treasury silver or double caravan. I'm really not sure. Don't have enough money to do anything particularly fun with the sailor effects. I'll have plenty of money next turn, though. Yeah. I'll go ahead and top deck it. Somehow I managed to hit 3 coppers anyway. I was contemplating keeping the treasury out of hand just so my sailors would have more targets. But all's well that ends well. Hardbot did the tactician trickery. I can't do the same here. I don't have a sailor in play. It's probably a province time, I think. You're kind of capped on how big you can build because of the lack of actions. Like, there's no way to get more than like 2 wharves in play or a wharf plus outpost or whatever. At least not sustainably. You can do a lot of these things with like a one-shot wharf buy off of a sailor play. Province gold. Okay. This could just be province. Could be a tactician. Looks pretty appealing. I have 3 money left. I want to do it. I think it's priced worth trash in the last 2 coppers. Not totally sure about that. Can I set aside the treasury because I don't need all of that draw right now? This is probably a bad order. I might want to buy the province last in case I want to do like sailor lighthouse stuff. I have 1 sailor in play. Do you want to buy province? I believe 7 left over to spend. Could be doing another tactician. That is a possibility. That being said, I have a caravan in play, a wharf in play, treasury set aside, so I might be fine without doing that. Maybe just another sailor. Play that. Is warehouse any good? I'm about to have a bunch of provinces on my deck. We'll find out. I can probably afford to trash this tactician, right? What are the odds I ever play it again? They're not zero. A good scenario would be like I play an outpost, I have a 3-card hand, I draw a tactician, I play it. But I think it is more likely than not just getting in the way. One more argument for keeping it is just like it's something I could discard a warehouse this turn. And it's not really getting in the way. That's a good enough reason to keep it, I think. I've only got 2 other total junk cards to pitch. So like having this tactician still in hand and not trashed is like 2 more money this turn, basically. So 5, 15. If I discard the sailor, I get 16 right now and 2 more provinces, which sounds pretty nice. Then my next turn's kind of awful, but whatever. Or I discard like tactician silver. Then I have 8, 13, 14, and I do something like province wharf. Or I could discard all these, not play the lighthouse, and do province tactician. I think I like that the best. Or can I afford to play the lighthouse? 6. Yeah, I can afford to play the lighthouse and discard a silver, right? No, I can't. That math does not work out. I was right the first time. Okay. I haven't really thought about tide pools at all this game. I've played with every other Kingdom card. There is conceivably some interesting stuff you could do with tide pools. Like you play a bunch of tide pools, you play an outpost, you discard 1,000,000 cards in your outpost turn and don't get to take an outpost turn. But the upside is you get to play with 1,000,000 cheap double labs on your normal turn and just have one good normal turn. That's probably not correct, but it would be interesting. I feel like this is going to be a win. So I'm buying 1 province. I have 3 sailors in play. So let's play a lighthouse. Just stuff that helps my next turn immediately. And can I hit double province? Indeed I can. Okay, yeah, I didn't have that exact of a game plan here. I think the big takeaway is that Sailor is quite good in the Kingdom with 8 orange cards. The Tacticians, which I think otherwise don't particularly play well with a deck that's got 5 silvers in it, we're fine because you just buy them, get the effect once immediately, and 5 coins for just immediate 5 cards, 1 action is a pretty good trade-off. And then 1 wharf, 1 outpost seemed to work fine. Overall, pretty happy with the deck. Although a little bit of just playing by ear. What did Hardbot do? Well, it's got gold, so I'm going to say bad Hardbot. Only 1 sailor, no outpost. The tactician, that's a lot of tacticians and wharves. It's got to be over terminaled over there.